Grab your coffee or tea and come join me while we flip through the Watkins Almanac and Home Book of useful information from 1940. Very cool. All right, page 1, the cover. So it's direct to your home. 72 years of friendly service. One shopping trip from my door store at your door. Very cool. They used to go door to door and bring the products to your door. We still do. Wait for Watkins. It pays. It pays you in better quality, greater economy, and trading convenience. So better quality, the products are an extra quality. They have a higher strength, higher flavor. There's no fillers. There's no leaf stems. It's a better quality product. Even back then, 72 years ago, not 72, back in 1940. So we have a greater economy. They were packaged so it was more concentrated, the products, of course, and they still are very quality products, very econo sizes. We have larger sizes, and trading convenience. So another worthwhile advantage of buying from your Watkins dealer is the convenience of shopping in the comfort of your own home. So it's basically, let's bring the store to you. Back then, it made a world of difference. Okay, so we have January. We have like a little Farmer's Almanac on this side. Chronological eras. Very interesting. That dealt with 1940. January 1st, 1940. Julian calendar. Interesting. Okay. So now looking onto page 6, we've got festivals, all the, old calendar information. And we have a recipe here for angel gingerbread. That looks delicious, actually. Might make it. And then we've got food for thought. Food for thought. Thoughts for food. And we've got a recipe for cocoa sponge cake, baked beans, a veal loaf, spice sugar cookies, and cocoa frosting. Really interesting. And of course, this is featuring, if you look closely, this is a picture of their cookbook, the blue cookbook. Okay. February almanac. And what shall I have for dessert? Tasty recipes by Elaine Allen. Now, who remembers the Watkins desserts? They were really popular. A lot of people miss them. I think they were great. All you added was your sugar, your sweetener, and you can control the sugar. So we have a recipe for the lemon dessert pudding sauce, a coconut dessert pineapple pudding. That sounds really good. I would imagine if you add some rum extract to that, it would be like a pina colada pudding. And then we have a recipe for butterscotch ice cream and a little burpee on the Watkins dessert mixes that came in this kind of can. What's great about these old almanacs, this helps us to date the products. So when you're looking at the old pictures, you can see the different products. So with the date in the almanac, we can now date some of the old tins and containers. And here we have His Royal Highness Foods for Growing Boys and Girls, the baby. So we have like the Watkins baby gift box. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then Watkins malt sweetened cocoa recipe for that. I think it was a can. Yes, here it says they burn up a lot of active energy, active play. They're on the go every minute. So Watkins sweetened malted milk chocolate flavor gives them nourishing food that is easily digested in a tasty form. Cool. Okay, let's flip to the next page. We have March. Rules for care of foods. Some interesting information. Keep the refrigerator clean. All right. By using Watkins shred soap flakes, have all foods clean that go into the refrigerator. Keep the ice chamber, drain pipe, or ice trays clean and free from sediment. So remember, it's 1940. They wouldn't have electric ice like refrigerators. It would probably be an ice box in some homes still. And keeping foods fresh. Remove the wrapping from meat, fresh vegetables, soft fruits, interesting baked goods. And then we have a little blurb on the Watkins baking powder. It was a double action baking powder, and we used to have fruit pectin at one point. Nectar syrups. This was very cool. A lot of people remember the nectar syrups. Shredded coconut. And then red color, yellow, and green color. We still have food coloring, and it is a natural food coloring now. Okay. All right. Let's go on a picnic. So we have a little blurb on spices. The cloves, allspice, mustard, sage. These were probably in the little tins. Sage, paprika. Interesting about the Watkins mustard. Okay. Sandwiches, blurb, extracts, lemon extract, orange extract, maple extract, maple flavoring, mixed fruit. We still carry the lemon, the orange, and the maple flavoring, in case you're wondering. Mixed fruit gives a delightfully tutti frutti flavor. Oh, interesting. To candies, cookies, puddings, and desserts. Oh, that's interesting. And then use a variety of extracts and flavors. Here's some interesting tips. Okay. Next, April. The beauty shop smartness in your own home. Watkins at one point had the Mary King beauty line as well. They would have vanishing cream, cold cream, a lemon cream. Oh, I bet you that was scented nice. A face powder, the cosmetic lotion, wisteria lotion, Watkins lemon lotion, and Watkins lilac water. So there was a whole beauty care line at one point. Interesting. I just love the line drawings, the simplicity of everything. Okay, care of teeth. Watkins used to carry the tooth powder, toothpaste, and an antiseptic mouthwash. So here's a little blurb on caring for your teeth, which is really cool. Housekeeping tips that save time, save work steps, and that's obviously, and money. Set your alarm clock when you put your cake in the oven. This will save constant watching. Put a square of oilcloth under the sewing machine when sewing. This will save picking up pins. Chill a pie dough before rolling. Interesting. A lot of good tips here. Let's see here. If to quickly remove broken yolk from egg, use a broken eggshell. Interesting. Remove the skin from a peach by placing the peach in a tablespoon and lower the spoon into boiling water for a few seconds. The skin may be easily removed without affecting the flavor. Interesting. The white lining on oranges will come off with the skin if the orange is soaked in boiling water. Peeling potato tip, spaghetti tip, glass broken into tiny splinters, which are practically invisible, can be picked up by wiping the floor on the surface with moistened absorbent cotton. Interesting. Some more tips. Muffin tins are excellent for baking apples, tomatoes, stuffed peppers because they will keep their shape. Love these tips. These are excellent. I should put some of them on the blog. Okay, so the care of hair. So Watkins used to have a hair care line. So it was a coconut oil shampoo, scalp tonic, and Watkins hairdressing liquids. So they were really before their time with coconut oil shampoo. Think of it, 1940. So we're moving on to May. Cut 5 minutes off your shaving time. Men, use Watkins brushless cream. No brush, no lather. A cool shave, smooth shave in faster time. So they had the men's talc, shaving cream, and lotion. Very cool. All right. A brushless cream. Okay. Beauty care products may pass strict tests to wear the Mary King uniform of silver, black, and green. Now, who is Mary King? Does anybody know who Mary King is? Mary King was the daughter of J.R. Watkins. Interesting tidbit. And Mary King's the beauty line was named after her, Mary King. So we have back then. The beauty care products were an all-purpose cream, a cleansing cream, peach bloom cream. Oh, I can imagine how that smelled. A vanishing cream, face powder, deodorant, lotion for hands and skin, rouge, bath salts, dusting powder, talcum powder, skin freshener, and perfumes. And here's what the line used to look like, all in the packaging. So obviously the green with the silver and the black, very classy. So let Mary King allure your loveliness. Mary King Beauty Aids present an eye-filling vision of smartness. Their high quality is in keeping with their appearance, and the carefully prepared contents of each jar, bottle, or box are a satisfaction to the skin and a pleasing complement to beauty. Mary King beauty preparations are ideal for gift purposes. Does anyone have any Mary King? Okay, here is a huge 1-page ad blurb on the Watkins vanilla, our bake proof and that flavor that stays. So the Watkins vanilla is a double strength vanilla. That is our most popular vanilla. It is, when you bake with it, it will keep the flavor, and the flavor will not disappear while it is baking because of the alcohol content. There's a lower alcohol content in the Watkins vanilla, baking vanilla. Okay, medicines. I just love this picture because this shows us what some of the products looked like back then in the medicine line. So we have the medicated menthol camphor ointment, cream of camphor. We had sparkling salts, the liniment. This must have been the red liniment. A laxative syrup. Oh my goodness. Nose and throat drops, cough medicine, painolium, cream of camphor, which is the white liniment, laxative wafers, and some other stuff. Very cool. So we have some first aid hints for an abscess, acne, asthma, athlete's foot, backache, bad breath or halitosis, bedwetting, and belching. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. We are on to June. So here we've got a little blurb on the liniment, red liniment. Every minute the clock ticks, several bottles of Watkins liniment are sold. Very cool. So this was our very, very first product in the line. Watkins liniment is one of the oldest, most widely sought, and most favorable known liniments in the world. It was started in 1868. And according to Mr. and Mrs. G.E. Bessler, I like Watkins liniment because it has been the little family doctor all my life for aches and pains. I too am 70 years old. Mrs. Grace E. Bessler from Vermont. Very cool. Millions of customers, can't be wrong. Very cool. So the Watkins red liniment is good for aches, aching joints, backache, lame muscles, bruises, chilblains, frosted parts, okay, ordinary surface swelling from congestion, neuralgic pain, and pain due to muscle strain, poison ivy as a gargle, superficial muscular cramps, soreness, stiffness, and lameness due to fatigue and exposure. Buy 2 bottles, one for the household and one for pets or livestock. Love it. So this is basically your horse liniment. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we're on to July with our calendar and more about the medicines. We're looking at how it's good for bites of dogs and cats, bites and stings of insects, blackheads, boils, bruises, bunions. Apparently it's a good cure-all for everything. Medicine, mustard ointment, cod liver extract tablets. My goodness. Okay, let's move on because we're on to our soaps and cleaners. Okay, so Watkins had a variety of cleaners. A shred soap, which was for one for washing dishes, and there was also a compound for washing your laundry. So the Watkins shred soap, which was for the dishes, and the compound was for your laundry. It's a laundry soap. And then they had a bunch of hand cleansers as well. I'm assuming that's a powdered hand cleanser. And then burns and scalds, calluses, all kinds of stuff that it's good for. Tells you what everything's used for. Household aids, a Watkins floor wax, Watkins furniture polish or a polish, moth crystals, spot remover, machine oil, household disinfectant. I just love the old packaging. As you can see, perfume starch. Does anybody still starch their clothes anymore? August. We're on to August now. More household medicinal tips, cures. We've got medicines, cough medicine, digestive compound tablets, diuretic for stimulant of the kidneys, cream of camphor. Now this is your white liniment that we still carry. We're on to September. More tips for the medicines. So Watkins apparently had a milk of magnesia. Menthol camphor ointment, which is our medicated ointment of today, or our menthol camphor in the US, medicated ointment in Canada. And here are what it says in 1940. If you have symptoms of a cold in your system, just rub this soothing, healing ointment on your chest, back, and throat. It seems to go to the right spot and bring quick, sure relief. Use it in all cases of catarrh, cold in the head, frost bites, non-venomous insect bites, rectal irritations, bruises, cuts, and burns. This little ointment is stainless. Comes in a mighty handy for cold sores, chapped hands and feet. Feels soothing to the face when applied after shaving. It's got a cooling sensation to it. We also carried corn pads and corn salve and nasal jelly. Okay. October, more medicinal. My goodness, this was like the cure-all book, I think. Herb tablets, an inhalant, laxative cold tablets, a laxative syrup. Interesting. We're on to November. More tips. Let's see here. They got tips for everything. I don't want to read all these out because they're probably no longer suggested. Laxative wafers, sparkling salts. Add sparkling salts, refreshing health drink to all your full day of pep. Interesting. Painolium, Nux and iron tablets, sarsaparilla compound. Sarsaparilla. Okay, December. We're on to December finally. Okay, we got some more health tips. And petrocarbo salve. It says here, a helpful, soothing antiseptic salve for an external dressing, a valuable first aid in the cases of cuts, burns, boils, pimples, scratches, piles, poison ivy, insect bites, and other skin disorders. Let's see here. Children like it because it does not smart or burn. The excellent salve is also valuable in the care and treatment of livestock. It is good for the superficial varieties of sores, collar and saddle galls, chapped teats, shoulder sores, and slightly bruises and burns. This is what they used to put on the cow's udders. Nose and throat drops, a vapor balm. Okay, and last but not least, we're at the end. Watkins liniment since 1868. Here is a letter of testimonial about the liniment. And then here is a list of the products. And as you can see, there is a lot of food products, medicinal, toilet, soap, household aids, stock and poultry. They used to have like a fly spray, insect dust, all that. And as you can see, they had, you know, different things. Things that we don't have today. For 72 years, it has been the farmer's friend. Watkins dependable stock and poultry preparations. And here, the pledge on every bag of mineralized tonics in your protection. Very cool. So when you buy Watkins stock and poultry preparations, you know they are at the right, because first, they are tested and approved under the typical farm conditions at the Watkins experimental farms, and second, because they are backed up by our 72-year reputation. Cool. So this is, and we have a calendar in the back. Wait for Watkins, it pays, little calendar, and apparently this belonged, the dealer that distributed this was George in Minnesota. And there you have it. The Watkins Home Almanac from 1940. Thanks for watching.